Hola, Español 4. We are going to start a 4-part series on what we call the Secuencia de tiempos verbales, or sequence of tenses. Today we're just going to look at the present subjunctive, and then in the next part we'll look at how we're going to use the past subjunctive in different types of sentences. I know we took a little break from present subjunctive, but when we're doing sequence of tenses, it covers present and past. Sequence of tenses basically means these are all the types of sentences that you will encounter when using the subjunctive. And there's a lot of patterns. So if you see a certain tense being used in the first clause, then you'll use this tense in the second clause. With all of these, we're going to have present subjunctive be in our second clause. You might also see the presente perfecto del subjuntivo, and that's going to be the use of haya, okay? So presente del subjuntivo, that she go, and it would be vaya. Presente perfecto with the use of haya would be ella, haya, ido. Just a slight variation, but it's still going to give you the same idea. So with the first section of these sentences, you're going to see one of 4 types of tenses. The first one being, and remember, these conjugations here are still going to use wedding. Okay? With presente, that's just using a wedding verb and putting it in present tense. That was what we started with when we started studying the subjuntivo. So I recommend that she go. And the K is going to be over here. Presente perfecto, same kind of idea, but instead of saying I recommend, it would translate to I have recommended. I have recommended that she go to the doctor. It's going to conjugate a little bit differently too. Yo he recomendado que ella vaya al doctor. Futuro, you know what that is. So that would be a wedding verb with will. I will recommend. Yo recomendaré. I will recommend that she go to the doctor. Like when we talk to each other in the future, I will recommend to her that she go to the doctor. With mandatos, those are kind of tricky to think about, but think about like 2 kids fighting on the playground. Let's say Johnny is pulling Susie's hair, okay? And Susie tells him to stop, and he doesn't do it. So what does Susie do? She goes to the teacher, and she says, tell him to stop pulling my hair. That's going to be the mandato. It's when you want to tell someone to do something, or you want to tell someone to tell someone else what to do. Like there's a third party involved. Again, I know this is kind of a weird idea. So a mandato here would be like if you and I were talking and then I said something like, well, recommend to her that she go to the doctor. Okay? So I'm not directly making the recommendation to her. I'm recommending this to her through you. Like, hey, tell her to go to the doctor. Suggest to her to go to the doctor. That's what these mandatos are. So if I wanted to just use like a to command, recomiéndale. And you can put the a ella, and then your K comes after that. There's going to be an accent mark because you've added that pronoun. So this sentence here says, recommend to her that she go to the doctor. Okay? Down here we've got some examples. Okay? And we put the translations in English as well. Please pay attention to these letters because they're going to help you down at the bottom, when you are doing your sentences. Okay? And then you'll see here that C and D are not the most common, but we still want you to practice them. Okay? So let's do some sentences together. So what I've done is I've lettered them depending on the type of sequence that you're going to use. So with these two sentences, you're going to use sequence A. With the next two sentences, we're going to use sequence B. Okay? And I'm going to do one of each type of sentence. And you get to do the other half. Ay, qué especial eres. So, número uno, they doubt that we work well together. This should be easy peasy mac and cheesy for you. This is from Spanish 3. Ellos dudan que trabajemos. You can put the nosotros in there if you want. Bien. Please don't put bueno, because that means we work good. We work real good together. I'm allowed to make fun of that type of accent because that's where I come from. So, ellos dudan que trabajemos bien juntos. We've got our present tense and we've got our present subjunctive. I'm going to skip on to the next one. We recommend that you have attended the meeting. Because of this have, I've got to use present perfect subjunctive. Okay? You're going to notice that with sequence of tenses, we get real nitpicky about how you translate these sentences. Why? Because we can at this point, right? You guys are so good that we can be nitpicky with you guys when we're this far in. Okay? So we recomendamos. Sorry for my terrible handwriting. Oh my goodness. That's so bad. I'm going to redo it. I'm still learning this fancy little pen. There we go. Recomendamos que tú hayas. Now to attend is asistir a. Que tú hayas. Put this in the participle. Asistido a la reunión. Okay? Again, we've got present tense and then we've got present perfect subjunctive. Okay, so the next one, I have suggested that we all make a contract. So now we have the have over here. It's not after the K, it's before the K. So here we're going to have present perfect and then present subjunctive. When the have or has moves to the front of the sentence, it turns into as, hemos, habéis, han. Okay? So this one ends up being yo, no subjunctive because I've not hit the K yet. Suggest is sugerir. I'm going to put it in the participle. Sugerido. Okay. We all make a contract. For just the we all, you can just say que todos de nosotros. That would be all of us. If you just put nosotros, that's fine too. Here's where your subjunctive kicks in. Hagamos un contrato. Okay, we've got our present perfect, present subjunctive. I skipped D because those sentences are really hard to make. So I guess at the time when I was making these notes, I didn't want to deal with the future tense. If you want another example, so this one says, I will be happy if you go. Or maybe I will be surprised if you go. I will doubt that you go. Okay? So again, you need the will in that second. I like the I will be surprised. Okay? If you go. That would be another example. And down to the last sequence, these are the tricky ones. I'm gonna do the usted command because I know you guys like two commands more, so I'll be nice. So we're using the usted command, and you're saying recommend to her that she listen to me. So again, you're telling somebody to tell her to listen to me. It's like a triangle because I don't know why I can't get the cojones up to tell her to listen to me directly. I need you to do it for me. Okay? So I'm going to deal with my command first. Remember, I need that flip ending, the opposite A or E ending for an usted command. Since it's recommend to her, recomiéndele. Yes, you need a pronoun. Just do it and add the little accent mark. Okay? Then your K. And then she listened to me. We have another pronoun here, direct object one, to represent the to me. Que ella me, and then do your subjunctive. Escuche. Okay? Try out the other half, and we're going to go over these next time that we're together. Okay? Adios.